What's happening? I hope you're all well. So I started this video without even positioning the camera holder properly. That's what happens when you're in a rush. You kind of just go with it and then you realize I haven't done this, I haven't done that. I think when you rush and when you're under pressure, that's potentially when mistakes can happen. But such is life. So this video is going to be about the one behavior that turns women off the most and the behavior that you absolutely should not be doing. And that behavior is neediness. Neediness, people. Displaying neediness is the one behavior that will turn women off the most. So ultimately, what women are attracted to is value. Women are attracted to value. They're attracted, obviously attraction isn't just based on that, it's based on phenotypes, compatibility, but value is a key part of women's attraction towards a man. Women want men of high value in the sexual marketplace. So one of the key characteristical traits that men of value will often display is indifference, and often men of value will display no neediness whatsoever. So for example, if you're on dating websites and you're talking to lots and lots of women and you're messaging, trying to get a response, trying to get something going, the one thing that you cannot do is send multiple messages to a woman who's ignored you, because that's displaying neediness. Do you think the Brad Pitt will go onto a dating website and message a woman 3-4 times in a row when he gets ignored? There's a reason for that, because men of high status and men of high value don't need to do that, because they have other women that they can talk to. So if one woman isn't interested, which is going to happen to all of us, no worries, because there's plenty of other women who will be interested. Therefore, I don't need to display needy behavior. I don't need to message a woman 3-4 times if she's ignoring me, or like say I hit up a woman on a dating website. So I'm reaching out to a woman on a dating website and she replies once and then she doesn't reply to the next one. So I send 4 or 5 messages to try and get a response out of her. Like, that's a hard sell. So, get the hint, she's not interested, but it doesn't matter because there's plenty of other women who will be interested. That is displaying high value. That is displaying indifference to the situation that one woman is not interested in you. And the thing is, even if you don't feel like that, even if you're in a drought when it comes to women, which has happened to all of us, it's happened to me, you kind of have to fake it till you make it. So you've got 0 women in your phone, but you're displaying the behaviors of a guy who's got 1,000 women in his phone. That's what you have to do, because you're almost bluffing your way to success. And then when you fake it till you make it, eventually it becomes who you are, because you're teaching your brain the pattern. Much of the universe is about energy. 80% of communication is non-verbal. People can just pick these things. People can just pick these energies up and these vibrations up in you subconsciously, especially women who are biologically hardwired to pick up on these vibrations, and they are sensitive to emotions and energy that you give off. So really and truthfully, you cannot afford to be needy as a man, because the same way women are able to be in tune and pick up on positive vibration that suggests that you're attractive, women are also biologically hardwired to be able to subsequently sift through men and rule men out who are displaying negative vibration. And these negative vibrations can be neediness, neediness, weakness, lack of confidence. Obviously, this video is about neediness. Do not display neediness, people. It will never, ever work. It's never going to get you the desired result that you want. So neediness, I'm going to quickly roll through a few situations where neediness, where many men display neediness, and ultimately, even if it feels counterintuitive, is what you shouldn't do. So if you do something wrong with a woman, we all been there, we all made mistakes with women in the past. If you make a mistake and you say something unattractive, it happens, man. Long day at work, long day on the grind, get home tired, your mind's not there, and then something slips out that's like a turn off a little bit. It happens, man. We're not robots. So you say something that's unattractive, either in person or on the phone. Don't think that you've got to compensate by sending 4 or 5 messages to see if she's still attracted to you. Don't do that, because you're coming out of your center, you make yourself look insecure, and ultimately it's going to end up being even worse than had you just let her be turned off a little bit, leave her to it, and then if you're compatible, think you can make that up over time. Another situation where men display neediness is when they've been dumped. And I've made videos about this. Don't feel like you got to beg her to stay with you, because one, if a woman dumps you, she's probably been thinking about it for a while. 2, if she's been thinking about it for a while, then that decision is she's probably talked herself into that decision. She's probably mentally conditioned herself to prepare for that moment. And ultimately, many men, and I've done this in the past, paragraph time. Why? Come on, let's just give this a chance. Like trying to use logical arguments to get a woman to, go back on her decision that she's made to dump you. Don't do it. Don't write paragraphs. Don't beg for her to stay with you. That's displaying neediness, a lack of value. That's basically, subconscious language. You're saying what you're actually saying to her. There's what you're saying and there's what you're actually saying. What you're saying is, please, let's give this another chance. What you're actually saying on the subconscious level is, I can't get with anyone else. You're the only one that I think I have a chance with. If you dump me, then I can't survive without you, which is an indication of a lack of value. It's an indication that your value in the sexual marketplace is low. And I know that it sounds harsh, and I know that it sounds counterintuitive, but it actually, in terms of humans, we have morals, we have the ability to see past biology, animals not so much, but we still are animals. So we do have that animal kingdom energy in us to an extent. So on a primal level, when you say, I can't be without you, what you're basically saying is you can't go out there into the gene pool and successfully secure someone else. And on a primal level, not consciously, consciously a woman they like the fact that you want to be with them forever and all that, but on a subconscious, remember, we're all animals to an extent. The primal instinct is saying he doesn't have confidence to go out there and find someone else, and that will turn her off even more. So seriously, if a woman dumps you, it might not be, and this has happened to me, it is a horrible feeling. You don't want to eat, you don't want to sleep, you're just up at night thinking about her. She becomes the dominant person in your thoughts. I've been there, it's crazy, it's not a nice feeling. But as much as counterintuitive as this is, what you need to do is just say, cool. And then, believe me, it's good because you're displaying value. She's it will shock her a bit. Most women aren't expecting that. They'll probably write you a little paragraph of the explanation and not the real reason, because often women don't want to hurt your feelings, but they'll give you some type of explanation that's a little bit long-winded, and then they'll nervously wait for your response. And you just say cool. It's a bit of an ego blow. Like, you just say cool and you carry on with your day. Yeah, you can be feeling horrible, but she don't need to know that. So you say cool, and it kind of confuses them. And one, it's good because you're basically saying cool, like, you know, like, I can go out there and display value. So, and the other thing is, you're also showing, you know, you're also making the situation more repairable, because a lot of the time women are unsure of what that she is sure that she wants to end it, but she's not sure in terms of like what the long-term future looks like. This is a confusing time for both of you. So she dumps you, you say cool, you live your life, and I tell you that is the most likely way for you to get her back if that's what you want. But if you want to move on with your life, then that's how you do it. Like, isn't that the best way to move on in style? So it's a win-win. You say cool, you move on in style. You say cool, deep down you want her back. What are the chances? What do you think? A guy who shows that he can, yeah, he's disappointed, but he's going to go and live his life to the fullest, or a guy who's going to, you know, he's going to just like hold his head down. He's going to not eat, not sleep. He's going to, you know, he's not going to do his hobbies. Like, he's not going to hang out with his friends. Which one do you think a woman is going to think, do you know what, I made a mistake here? Obviously, it's the guy who kept it moving. So don't display the needy behavior when you're being dumped. Don't write paragraphs, don't beg. Even if that's what you feel you want to do, don't do it. I'm talking from experience here, all right? I'm talking from experiences of applying both techniques, and I know which one works better. Other situations where you shouldn't display neediness. Even just simple texting, like back and forth with a woman, like sometimes you don't even realize you're displaying this. Women are highly in tune beings, okay? They pick up on things that we don't really pick up on. So you can learn it, you have to learn it over time. So you have to humble yourself and say, do you know what, I don't know everything, and just like immerse yourself in the knowledge of the subconscious. And so little things that you may not have thought of is when you're texting her, how long are you taking to reply to her? How long is she taking to reply to you? You know, if you take a little bit longer to reply to her, she's going to find that a little bit more attractive. Not every time, like, and don't make it predictable, but general pattern is you're the busy guy, you're the one who's on a mission. You can say it, but it's not what you say, it's what you do. So if you take a little bit longer, she's going to think, okay, he's a busy man with his goals. She's going to find that attractive. How long are your text messages, you know? So you're not displaying, that's displaying high value, but on the other side, displaying neediness would be, oh, you know, I'm going to reply straight away to her. So you're showing neediness. What you're subconsciously communicating is, I was sitting there waiting for you to text me, and I'm going to hit you right back with a text message. That's what your subconscious is saying, you know? You're subconsciously saying, I was sitting there all day waiting for you to text me, and now I'm going to hit you back. You know, fake it till you make it. I don't always text back straight away. And it's not even because I'm playing a game. I'm literally that busy. It's not, so fake it till you make it. If you are sitting around waiting all day, at least fake it till you make it. So, you know, how long are your text messages? Like, again, if you're sending paragraphs and she's only sending a few lines, like, it's display neediness. Like, if she, typically speaking, your messages should be at the very least the same length as hers, roughly, ideally a little bit less. Okay, so these are the things you need to be thinking about. The one behavior that turns women off the most is neediness. You need her. Like, women don't want you to need her. Women want you to want her, but they don't want to be your oxygen. They want you to be a man, self-sufficient, and she's like a complement to your life. And yes, you like her. Don't misconstrue what I'm saying. I'm not saying you don't like her, you're not in love with her. No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is you're in love with her, you like her, but first things first, you are a man on your own 2 feet. That's what I'm saying. And in order to display that, you cannot be displaying neediness. You can't display both at the same time. It's impossible. So that's my video for today with regards to the behavior that turns women off the most. Let me know what you think. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, hit the notification bell so you get a notification when I make a new video. If you appreciate my work and want to leave a donation, there's a link for that in the description. With that, enjoy the rest of your day. See you on the next one.